Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spell Cruncher with the final installment of the Beyond Report. So, the Beyond Report. Where we left off, Spider-Man, Ben Riley, as well as the Daughters of the Dragon, Colleen Wing and Misty Knight, went to check out the Staten Island facility. When Peter also was Spider-Man. Peter was also with them. Ben went off on his own and ended up opening Door Z. And behind Door Z was a hybrid of Morbius and Lizard. And that is where our first issue, Amazing Spider-Man number 92, begins. Yeah. So, a lot of it is Spider-Man, Peter, dealing with the Spider Morbius, or the Lizard Morbius hybrid. They manage to get away, and they find out that Morbius is being held captive by Beyond, though they have managed to stabilize his condition. At Beyond HQ Manhattan, Ben has made his way in, laying waste to the place as he goes. Maxine Danger is doing what she can to stop Ben, while Daughters of the Dragon and Spider-Man free Morbius, who explains that they stabilize. Sure, Beyond stabilized his condition, but not out of any form of altruism. It was simply easier for them to experiment on him if he was stabilized. But back at Beyond headquarters, Spider-Man must deal with the most chilling of Beyond creations: carnivorous sandwiches. So, Morbius teams up with Spidey and the Daughters of the Dragon. They both do not. None of them hold the Beyond Corporation in high regard. Jean saves Ben from the carnivorous spider sandwiches. Marcus agrees to help calm Spider-Man down, though he explains next he's not doing it for Beyond, he's doing it for Spider-Man. Colleen slams her and Missy's new Beyond issued car into the lizard vampire, and Ben goes further to the building, and which brings us to the Spider-Man Beyond finale in Amazing Spider-Man number 93. So we get some flashbacks that are kind of layer on top of one another because Ben's memories are a little wonky at the moment, especially the memories he shares with Peter. The slingers try to stop him, and he makes short work of them, really. But there is apparently a helmet that can restore Ben's memories. Though, if I understood it correctly, if I reading things correctly, um, he basically he would have to steal his memories from Peter. But Maxine has decided to liquidate Marcus. Ben grabs the helmet, and him and Peter run into one another. Janine ends up saving Marcus from the Beyond Kill Squad. Um, but it's explained that the lower floors of the building are to be cleaned. With, let me go back to see what it meant. Nope, not yet. But Peter and Ben had their slugfest. Maxine talks to the board, tells the board what's going on, and is in order to liquidate the lower levels. The board tries to kill her, but, well, she's using a hologram, so, yeah. But the scrub is in progress with Mark's explaining that the lower levels are being flooded with a quantum shifting polymer, or with quantum shifting polymers in a psychoreactive medium. It's a goo that confuses and rewrites matter, destroys evidence. Not great for people either. But the fight between the Spider-Man is getting worse, and Ben ends up falling into the polymers. But Marcus helps Peter get out of there, and the building is suddenly shorter. Then we get some backups. Days later, Peter's being checked over by his doctor, though Aunt May's a little not entirely convinced of the efficacy of this doctor. Janine, meanwhile, is trying to find Ben in the sewers, where she finds something, possibly Ben. Weeks later, Peter and MJ seem to be doing well. They're working. They're going on runs together, and which is helping Peter with his physical therapy. And Mary Jane suggests that Peter move in with her. And as he's agreeing to, however, there's a light in the window, and someone says from outside the window, "A road of blood led to you. Come with me." And finally, we have months later. Ben is still having his memory problems. He has a new costume, apparently. Redesign of his of his initial Spider-Man costume, but in purple and green with black. And with this, which appears to be made of the polymers used to scrub the lower floors of Beyond Tower. But with this, Ben has a new name. Chasm. And that is where the issue ends. But that's not where all the Beyond fun ends. So between issues 92 and 93, we of course had a .BEY issue. Wrapping up a plot thread from an earlier .BEY issue. So we have Amazing Spider-Man number 92.BEY. And yes, it is Monica Rambeau on the cover, rocking her Next Wave look, because Next Wave is love, Next Wave is life. Alright, so, during the fight against the vampire lizard, we see the conclusion of that with it chomping down on Morbius and basically getting a taste of well, the pure form of Morbius's scienciness, which puts the regenerative abilities of the vampire lizard out of control and causes it to explode. At the Staten Island location, Monica's shown up, and she's looking to tear shit up. And oh boy, does she. However, before she can truly start tearing shit up, well, she can't do it alone. She needs some help. Help in the form of Aaron Stack, who is still horribly depressed after Jocasta left him, and so he thought, hey, why not become a supervillain? You know, that would show Jocasta. But he's too depressed for even that, so he's just, you know. So he's just drinking himself into as much of a super as the robot can. Even though he has modified himself to be affected by alcohol. However, first Monica kicks his ass into gear, and tells him what's going on, and explains to him that the various super creatures that Beyond has waiting outside are fleshy. And well, yeah. Aaron, with his various amazing devices, takes down quite a few of them. Maxine's hologram argues with Monica and a little bit, and also to a degree, Aaron. And basically says, you know, hey, fine, destroy this facility. We'll just make more. But turns out also that Monica has been keeping track of the former members of Next Wave, explaining that Tabby's on the mutant sex island, which, I mean, great way to describe Krakoa in my book. Also in the UK, ugh. The captain, well, that's a whole other thing. But the two of them blow up the building and decide to go find additional Beyond facilities and basically do the whole thing all over again. And it seems like Aaron's down, so, yeah. I really enjoyed Spider-Man Beyond. I'll be completely honest, I'm not yet sure if I'm going to jump on the upcoming relaunch of Amazing Spider-Man, but we'll see. If anything, I'll probably just read if nothing else, I'll read the first issue at the shop, see what I think, and if it grabs me, maybe we will be getting back into Amazing Spider-Man. But anyway, that's it for now. Let me know in the comments if you read Spider-Man Beyond, what you thought of it, or if you intend to read it, even though I just told you how it ended. But as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying, live long and rock hard.